If there is one thing that I want you to take from this video talking about the current state of New World, and especially the updates that are live on the PTR, it's this. I am absolutely amazed and excited that we had a surprise as a part of the July update, and that is the music system. If you have not been following this game, I haven't been able to cover it this week because we had a minor family emergency. Everything's been taken care of, and I'm back. But I've been able to jump onto the PTR, and in the game itself, they have now added musical instruments that you can level up as a skill trade, and you can also apply buffs to groups, to parties, to people, and you can actually give tips to people playing said music as well. It is truly, I think, a really good sign of things to come, and the reason is that this feels like an impassioned update. This feels like something where the devs are like, what would make this game uniquely fun? And then they don't tell us about it. And here's why I think that's important. When we talk about the roadmap, I thought the roadmap was good. You know, the roadmap overall, we've already seen this spring. We're about to step into the summer with the barnacles and black powder. And in fact, guys, one of the things I'm looking forward to with the PTR is their kind of staged rollout of some of these features. So we haven't yet been able to test the group finder, but we do have perfect salvage, and we do have like the music and the medley fair. And I have to say, like, I think that's kind of smart because it allows us as gamers, as people who are passionate, we can kind of test out little things. But what they didn't tell us was that we were going to have musical instruments. And I think it's important because there should be some level of surprise. I think we have an idea. We're excited. In fact, one of the critiques that I heard players leverage over the roadmap is that it didn't feel absolutely complete. And would, like, if you were sitting here and you haven't been playing New World, would the musical instruments be the thing that absolutely has to get you back in the game? No, like, that's not the, oh my gosh, this is going to clearly get hundreds of thousands of players playing concurrently all the time. No. But that's not the point. The point is fun, right? Like, when it comes to games, the point should be fun, and this feels fun. This feels exciting, and it might not be your specific update that you're listening to, and we're going to talk more about the PTR changes here in just a second, but this is something that it just feels fun, and that has me excited because that also then sets the stage for what we know is happening in the fall, and who knows what happens after that. What other surprises are the team working on? And I think it's that surprise and delight that's integral to a health of, especially of a game like New World, but MMORPGs together. It's that shock, it's that surprise, and this feels like a love letter to the community. I personally feel that this is a love letter to the New World community. Here, have some fun. And I stated this a couple times. If you guys have never seen my content, this is a New World focused channel. I do run multiple channels. I have a lot of passion for video games, especially MMOs, and New World is one of my key games that I absolutely am rooting for. I think it's going to be really important to the success of MMORPGs on the planet, but overall, I think New World actually has some real magical qualities to it. And so, music only enhances that magic. It only enhances my passion for this game, which, to be fair, has already been probably a little too much. You know, like, at the end of the day, like, I am absolutely on the New World hype train. I haven't even gotten off. Like, when people are trashing this game, when you get the doomers coming into this game, like, for me, and again, I'm not saying I'm right. I never want to assume that mantra. But when you get this coming in, it just feels like someone's speaking French to me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, have you seen what the devs are doing? Have you seen the power that you wield with your feedback? I love the evolution of MMOs. And maybe that's why Final Fantasy 14 played the beta, subscribed, and like, I was in on it. I was like, there's potential here. There's a lot of potential here, and I appreciate that. And this, again, it gets me excited because this I was completely thrown off by. And then the fact that it actually feels like it matters, that there's a reason that if you enjoy the system that you can grind it. But beyond the reason of you grinding it, if you don't enjoy the system, you can still benefit from this system. And I love that communal aspect to it. I love that aspect to it. But not all is perfect on the PTR, as to be expected. One of the things I've been looking forward to, one of the things that if you guys have seen previous videos, I've talked about the perfect salvage system. I think this is going to be critical to the overall, especially end game progression, player enjoyment of the game, because the coin and the repair parts just weren't cutting it. They're fine to start, but they now have added this perfect salvage system, meaning that there's a chance that you'll get other materials and things for it. Here's the problem, and the feedback has already been submitted. Note that I have already gone into the game feedback section. I've even gone onto the forums and I've given this feedback. There needs to be some kind of fanfare for perfect salvage. There needs to be some kind of notification for it, because I have absolutely no idea if I've gotten one or not, and I have salvaged a lot of stuff. And this is also in part that the inventory that I've got on the PTR is full. I am moving things around, and so that's, you know, maybe it's easier for you. Maybe you've gotten a handful of perfect salvages, but based off of my current experience with it, can't even tell. So feedback's been provided, and I think that's would be important, because it should be something celebrated, especially if it's on the rare side. If it happened every time, I can see how that gets annoying really quickly. But if it's something that is, there's a chance of it happening, when it does happen, it should be celebrated. It should be exciting to see. So there's obviously still a lot of improvements of the game, right? A Doomer will probably comment on this video, and that's going to be the way that life is, right? Like there is this, and I'm going to hopefully explore that maybe in a discussion topic over on Ginger Prime. If you don't follow that channel, that's primarily where I stream. If you guys want to come hang out for New World, that's where we stream as a community. We're going to be playing this game together for sure. In fact, actually, here we are 7-ish minutes into this video. And on July 1st and 2nd, we'll be doing some live streams if you want to come hang out. We also sometimes stream on Twitch. So that way, if you want to be able to get your rewards, they're doing a current Twitch drop and other kind of promotions. So we've got that. We've got the perfect salvage system, which I think needs a couple adjustments. And honestly, I could see that happening. While I'm not going to go over the notes in this video, I might try to do that here, getting kind of caught up on this last week, especially as they update the PTR each and every week, especially once we get into specifically like the Barnacles and Black Powder expedition with the group finder. I want to be sure that we're giving lots of feedback for there. But there's so much smart things happening with this game. I think that, would I like more content to it? Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody who's actively playing New World's like, can I have some more, please? Can I get some more New World? You know, in that regards. But I think this is a really good sign of health. I think this is a really good sign of passion. And I really want the devs to continue to invest not just into like music in this system, but I think I've called for it before. We also need an investment in more casual content. Not that we don't want to start taking away from the hardcore PvP content, the hardcore PvE content, but when it comes down to the game's overall health, seeing these systems, seeing these levels of investments coming in, I'm going to keep providing my feedback. I'm going to keep sending it to the devs, and hopefully we'll continue to get some answers and get some continual development. Personally speaking, though, like, just the fact that they had this kind of in their back pocket, and yet they told us about what was coming with the summer event, and it was like, okay, like I definitely felt like it could use more. And then they dropped this musical instrument system, which is a lot of fun. Like it's just fun, and that's the key point. That's what we're looking forward to. Anyway, coming up on the channel, got a couple things I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on the medley fair, try to put out a guide for you guys as we build this up, as we try to do more to help you guys get into the game, get back into the game. Lots of stuff, especially because the July update will be improving lots of systems. Note that I'll be putting together some guides as well. So if you feel like this video earns it, if you feel like my videos earn it, hitting that like button is a great way to help it out within the algorithm itself. Leaving a comment, even if you don't know what to say, like a little thumbs up or here for the support. Those are really great ways of helping out these videos. All engagement, I think, is engagement, but you never know with YouTube. They change the rules up on you sometimes from behind the scenes, and you always kind of have to feel like you adjust. I thank you guys so much for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Sorry I was out this week, and I appreciate y'all for understanding. A lot of real positive support when I kind of let people know what was going on. So thank you guys for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Obviously, not everybody's completely happy. Like changes come, with positives and negatives, and maybe we'll explore those in future discussion topics as well here on the channel. Anyway, guys, thanks for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I'll see you in my next time, or whatever, next time, next one. It is what it is. Love you faces, and I'll see you later. Take care.
Yeah. It's time to chill out on the couch and read some comments. That's right. You know me when it comes to destiny. I'm off with a clan, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah.